You hit the gym, lift weights, eat your meals, but for some reason your muscle growth is stalled and you are unable to build muscle even after months or even years. Sound familiar? The truth is, most people are unknowingly blocking their own gains with daily habits that seem harmless, but are actually sabotaging progress. And the worst part, they don't even realize it. What if I told you that your training effort doesn't even matter if you keep making these mistakes? It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much water you pour in, it just leaks out. These habits are stealing your muscle gains, wrecking your recovery, and keeping you from building the strong, muscular physique you're after. But here's the good news. Once you identify them and make the right changes, your muscle growth will skyrocket. That's exactly what I'm going to do for you now. Show you the habits that are holding you back and show you the perfect way to correct them quickly. Let's kick things off with one of the biggest silent killers of muscle growth: inconsistency. Skipping workouts, eating at random times, and sleeping whenever it fits into your schedule. It all adds up to stalled progress. Think about it. Would an architect build a house by laying bricks one day, skipping the next, and then changing the entire structure midway? Of course not. The same goes for building muscle. Your body thrives on routine, and every time you break it, you're pressing the reset button on your gains. Science backs this up. People who stick to a structured daily schedule see up to 3 times faster muscle growth than those who wing it. It's not just about lifting weights, it's about lifting them consistently. Your meals, your sleep, your training, when they all align, your body operates like a well-oiled machine. Ever notice how elite athletes eat, train, and recover at the same time every day? That's not by chance. It's a formula for success. So, what's the fix? Build a routine that works for you. If mornings are too hectic, hit the gym in the evening. If meal prep sounds overwhelming, keep quick go-to snacks like protein shakes, almonds, and Greek yogurt on hand. Set a bedtime and stick to it. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. And once you master that, well, the rest falls into place effortlessly. Or does it? Because even the most consistent lifter can hit a wall if they ignore what's coming next. Our second most important habit is sleep deprivation, the time when testosterone and GH are regulated. You can lift all the heavy weights in the world, but if your sleep is a mess, your muscle gains will be too. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your body does the real work. Growth hormone, testosterone, both skyrocket while you're deep in sleep, repairing muscle fibers and prepping your body for the next workout. But if you're getting less than 7 hours a night, you're sabotaging your own progress. And know that "I'll catch up on the weekend" mentality doesn't work. Your body doesn't bank sleep like a savings account. Research shows that less than 7 hours of sleep slows muscle recovery, reduces strength, and spikes cortisol, the stress hormone that eats away at your muscle like a termite in a wooden house. Ever feel sluggish in the gym, struggling to push the same weight you lifted last week? Lack of sleep might be the culprit. Even worse, it messes with your appetite, making you crave junk food instead of the protein and nutrients your muscles actually need. So how do you fix it? Simple. Treat sleep like part of your training. Set a bedtime alarm just like you do for waking up. Cut out blue light from screens an hour before bed. If you're struggling to fall asleep, try magnesium, a warm shower, or a sleep mask to block out light. And remember, getting those 7-9 hours isn't laziness. It's the fastest way to gain muscle while doing absolutely nothing. But even with good sleep, there's another trap that can slow your muscle growth if you're not careful. This is what we will see in our third habit that sabotages you. More isn't always better, especially when it comes to training. Hitting the gym every day without proper recovery doesn't build more muscle, it breaks it down. If you're constantly feeling sore, weaker than usual, or just not seeing the muscle gains you expect, you might be overtraining. Your body needs time to repair and grow stronger, and when you skip rest, you're not maximizing gains, you're delaying them. It's like trying to charge your phone while using it on full brightness with 10 apps running. It just won't hit 100%. Studies prove that overtraining leads to reduced testosterone, increased cortisol, and even a drop in strength over time. Think about it. If you push your muscles to the limit every single day without proper recovery, they never get a chance to rebuild. That's like demolishing a house and expecting it to stand taller the next day. Instead of forcing more workouts, strategic rest and recovery will make each session more effective. And guess what? That's exactly how elite bodybuilders and athletes train. The solution? Train smart, not just hard. Incorporate rest days into your routine, at least 1 or 2 per week. Every 6-7 weeks, take a deload week where you cut intensity or volume to let your body recover fully. And if you really want to optimize recovery, Techniques like foam rolling, contrast showers, and stretching can keep your muscles fresh. Because if you think lack of rest is bad, wait until you see what happens when your body isn't hydrated enough. We will talk about this now in our fourth habit. Muscle growth isn't just about what you eat, it's also about what you drink. Dehydration is one of the biggest silent killers of muscle gains, yet most people don't even realize they're operating at a deficit. Even a 2% drop in hydration can lead to decreased strength, endurance, and recovery. Ever feel sluggish mid-workout, like your muscles aren't firing the way they should? That's dehydration in action. Your body relies on water for muscle contractions, protein synthesis, and even nutrient transport. Without enough of it, your progress slows to a crawl. Think about it. Your muscles are around 75% water. So why wouldn't hydration be a top priority? Studies show that even mild dehydration leads to fatigue, reduced workout performance, and slower muscle recovery. And let's be real, if you're crushing workouts but ignoring water intake, you're leaving gains on the table. It's like trying to run a high-performance engine with low oil. It just won't function at its best. The problem is, most people only drink water when they're thirsty, but by then, they're already dehydrated. The fix? Make hydration effortless. Start your day with at least 400 milliliters of water. Keep a bottle with you at all times and sip consistently, especially before, during, and after workouts. Aim for at least 3-4 liters daily, adjusting based on sweat levels and climate. Want to step it up? Electrolytes help optimize hydration, so add a pinch of Himalayan salt or a squeeze of lemon to your water, because even with perfect hydration, if your workout routine is all over the place, your muscle growth will hit a wall. And this is where everything changes in your real progress. In our fifth habit, we will talk about the most critical point we see in gyms today: inconsistent workout routine. Lifting weights randomly and switching workouts every week is a recipe for zero muscle gains. Muscles don't grow from random effort, they grow from structured progression. If you're constantly changing exercises, skipping workouts, or failing to track your progress, you're robbing yourself of results. Imagine trying to get stronger at bench press but doing a completely different chest workout every week. How would your body ever adapt? Progressive overload is the key to muscle growth, and without it, your workouts are just burning calories, not building muscle. Science confirms that muscles need consistent, structured stress to grow, and 8-12 weeks of sticking to a plan is essential before making adjustments. The best athletes don't just train hard, they follow strategic programs with measured progress. Ever seen someone in the gym lifting the same weights for months with no changes? That's what happens when you lack a structured plan. Keeping track of your weights, reps, and performance in a training log is one of the easiest ways to ensure consistent gains. Without it, you're just guessing. So what's the move? Stick to a structured routine and commit to it. Train each muscle group at least twice a week, focus on gradually increasing weight or reps, and keep a training log, whether it's a notebook, an app, or even a simple note on your phone. Small, steady progress each week leads to massive muscle gains over time. Did you know that the mind-muscle connection is the game changer for high-performance athletes and people who just waste time in the gym? Most people hit the gym, go through the motions, and expect muscle gains to magically happen. But lifting weights isn't just about moving from point A to point B, it's about engaging the muscle properly. If you're simply throwing weights around without feeling the contraction, you're leaving serious growth on the table. The mind-muscle connection is the difference between someone who lifts for years with mediocre results and someone who maximizes every rep for peak muscle growth. Studies show that focusing on muscle contraction during an exercise leads to significantly more muscle activation compared to just lifting the weight mindlessly. Ever notice how pro bodybuilders move slower, control every rep, and squeeze at the top of each movement? That's not just for show, it's a proven strategy for building muscle efficiently. Instead of just lifting heavier, focus on lifting smarter. If you're doing bicep curls, think about your biceps stretching and contracting, not just about getting the dumbbell up. Form and control beat ego lifting every time. Want to start using this today? Slow down your reps, reduce momentum, and mentally connect with the muscle you're training. Imagine squeezing the muscle like you're trying to crush something between it. Try this during your next workout and you'll instantly feel the difference. When you combine this with all the other muscle building strategies we covered, the results will be next level. And speaking of next level results, don't stop here. There's an incredible video on the screen right now with even more powerful habits that will take your gains to the next level. Click on it and start building muscle faster than ever.